Good morning, boys. So this is a video I never thought I'd film. Yeah, we're selling the Vet, maybe. So I'm kind of one of those people that like anything I own is always for sale, like for the right price. And today we kind of figured out what that right price was. So if you have been doing any sort of car shopping right now, or just browsing the car market, the used car market, the prices in the used car market are just like off the charts, dummy expensive, insane. Cars are actually, for the first time that I can ever remember, are appreciating in value. Yes, you know, you'll have your Ford GTs or something that will go up in value, but for the most part, every car is a bad investment and it will always lose value. However, right now, you have used cars that are outselling their MSRPs like crazy. And, you know, an opportunity like that can turn into a good time for a sale. Now, I'm not one to want to miss out on an opportunity to make money, so that's kind of why I'm doing this. I don't want to sell the Vet, no, not at all. I really hope it doesn't sell, but as of yesterday, she has been listed for sale. So I bought this car for like $28,900. After taxes, after everything, that was $31,500. So I got this thing for about $32,000. But even after I drove this thing off the lot, I personally think that I could have sold this car for a couple grand more, probably the next day. I looked forever for this car. I was searching for Corvettes for about a year, and then finally this one popped up, and like at that point, after all that research, like I knew this was a good deal, so I bought it basically as soon as I could. I think this was listed for about a day and a half before I reached out and went out to visit it. It was across the state. I had to drive from Grand Rapids to Detroit just to go drive this thing, but definitely worth it, as you guys can tell. So like I kind of mentioned earlier, everything I own, for the most part, is always for sale for the right price. And that price right now is $49,000. That's what I have this car listed for right now. I bought it for $32,000 and I listed it at $49,000. Now I know, yes, I get it. This car is not worth $49,000. That's the whole point of this. I don't want to sell this car, but if someone wants to give me a stupid high price for it, then yeah, I mean, I'll sell it. I also always price things higher because I expect people to come and negotiate with me. So when I price something for $49,000, I expect to get hit with an offer that's a couple grand lower, and then maybe we'll settle somewhere in the middle. Anytime I sell something, I always price it for more, just to kind of take into account for that negotiation. So I know $49,000 is quite the stretch for this car. I think realistically, even in this inflated market right now, these cars are selling for about $41,000, $42,000. So I could still make a couple grand on the car, but I wanted to list it a little bit higher just to see what happens. This car does have a few things going for it, such as the color. You do not see very many Le Mans blue Z06s. Personally, I'm pretty sure this is the only one that I have ever seen. So obviously, if somebody wants a blue Corvette, which is a much more rare color than just your traditional red Corvette, yeah, it's going to cost a little bit more. Even though this thing will probably not sell at $49,000, $47,000, or probably even $45,000, I don't know, $45,000, I might get some people actually really interested in this car. But even though that this car will probably not sell because I'm asking way too much for it, and I would personally never pay $49,000 for this car, I thought I would kind of use this as a good opportunity to potentially spice things up on the channel. If I did sell this car, like, that gives me a lot of profit to play with and buy something else. I could buy two cars for what I sell this thing for. I really don't know, but it gives me a lot of options, and that'd be kind of cool to switch things up on the channel. But even if I did sell this thing, like, I don't know what I could get for $45,000. All right, so let's get out of fairyland for a minute and let's assume that I actually did sell this car for like $42,000. I think that around $42,000, $43,000, that would be like my bottom dollar. Like, yes, I would still be making profit if I sold it at like $36,000, $37,000, but like, it still wouldn't be enough for me to sell this car. Like, I love this car, and it's not like I could buy another one for how good of a steal I got the first time. Even if I sold this car for $45,000, I don't even know what I would get. I don't think that anything else compares to this car. I think when you take into account like speed, 0 to 60, how fast this thing is stock, like, I don't think I can find another car that is as good as this car is for that good of a price. A lot of people compare this to the Lamborghini Gallardo, and that's like twice the price. You're not gonna get a Gallardo for less than $60,000, $70,000, and even if you buy that, the maintenance on those are so expensive that it might not be worth it to most people. That was kind of the reason that brought me to this car in the beginning, was the value I was getting. Like, I could not find a better car for $32,000 that was doing what I was looking for. So here's the current listing for this car. 2006 Chevy Corvette Z06 Coupe for $49,000. This is my beautiful Le Mans Blue 2006 Corvette Z06 manual transmission. This car has a clean title. I am the third owner. The car has very new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, aftermarket Halo style rear taillights. The car has been garage kept and stored in the winter almost all of its life. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. So will this thing sell? I don't know. I don't think realistically I would let this thing go for anything less than like a $10,000 profit on this car. Pretty much every single used car on the market right now is inflated super high. That's pretty much happening because we're not making any more new cars. Because of the pandemic and everything that happened, the supply chain is extremely crippled, so we don't have all the stuff we need to make those new cars. Therefore, we're not making any more. The supply is down, so the demand is up, and yeah, that's why these cars are going for a lot more money right now. But it would be really cool to make a couple grand profit on this car if it does in fact sell, and that money's just gonna go straight back into the channel, into another project, or to two projects, honestly. So I never really know what might happen, but I'll leave the link to the ad down below if you guys do in fact want to check it out. I don't think we're gonna be saying goodbye to this car anytime soon, at least I hope not, but you never know. That's pretty much gonna be all for this video, guys. We have a lot of stuff coming up on the sand rail, so you're gonna want to stay tuned to that. I just got a huge shipment of parts in today, and we're gonna be cutting up the sand rail very shortly in one of the next videos. My name is Caleb. I hope you're all having a great and amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.